Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They have put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
Play action here on first down. Buying time. Moving to his left. Catch is made. Room to run here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Trying to find room. It's Daly. Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. They're running with purpose. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype in this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Incompletion makes it second down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the Gators offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Looks to the sidelines and a tightrope catch made there. Good completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Gators.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Golden Flashes offense retakes the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping, and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. Oh, there's the stiff arm. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. A gain sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pass caught. That picks up the first down. Spotted at the 39.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, if you got to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Catch made on the sideline. He does get the foot down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Here's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
He'll hand it off. Breaking ankles with the spin move. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Second down after that previous play. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Championship deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch downfield. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Makes a quick catch. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do. And Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
The Golden Flashes will line up here on first down and goal. And the quarterback keeps it here. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kent State. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Testing the right side here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They tried to get the counterplay to the edge, Kirk. We've seen this defense show their ability to pursue and fly to the football.
Yeah, they sure can, and they did a nice job on this counterplay. A lot of times you'll see those counters go more up into...
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback keeps the football. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure, came up with a sack.
Second down now after the sack. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stiff arms the man.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push.
Touchdown, golden flashes. This offense cannot be stopped. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen... Good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Out of the gun now on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Gators will send their punt team on the field. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. He fields the punt. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Kent State's offense back out there now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Catch made by the tight end. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Golden Flashes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Oh, a reverse. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the they're going to fake it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kent State. Some trickery for a touchdown, and Kirk, that defense just caught completely flat-footed that time.
Well, it's because it was a perfect call at the right time by this head coach and the special teams coordinator. And your opponent was clearly not prepared for that fake at all. That's an exciting way to score this touchdown.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone. They'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing.
The Golden Flashes will kick it deep to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Using a strong stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. 1st and 10 play coming up. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They get him down after the completion. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big haul on the ball and bat it away.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. The Gators will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Golden Flashes offense retakes the field now. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. It's a toss play to the right. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Finding enough space for a solid game before they stop him.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Can he make it to the marker? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts.
And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, golden flashes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Boy, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Snags a quick throw. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Gators will have 1st and 10 here. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there in 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And completion makes it 2nd down. Caught quickly. The Gators looking to keep this drive rolling. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Contact as he let the ball go. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Hands off to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Time for one more play here in the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And it's Kent State in the lead right now. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. The quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Bought some time, now lets it go. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
1st down and 10. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Third down after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
First down here for this offense. Handoff running right. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the right here. That's a strong stiff arm. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Now here's the toss play. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And that run produces a decent gain. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team.